Hello, welcome to Math Just Got Easier for You. Today's lesson is on the laws of exponents, part 1. We're going to be looking at multiplying exponents. Now, whenever we are multiplying exponents and we have the same base, then what we have to do is we have to add the exponents. So I'm going to write in the word add here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we have x to the 4th power times x to the 7th power. Now, because we have the same base, x here as well as x here, we're going to keep the same base, which is x, and we're going to add the exponent. So that would be 4 plus 7. All right. So we have x to the 4 plus 7, which is 11. So our final answer would be x to the power of 11. So let's look at the next one. We have 4 to the 5th power times 4 to the 12th power. Now we do have the same bases, and that base is 4. And since we have the same base, that means we can add our exponents. And when we're adding our exponents, that gives us 5 plus 12. And we know that 5 plus 12 equals 17. So our final answer is 4 to the power of 17. That is the rule for multiplying exponents. Now let's look at another rule, the rule for dividing exponents. So whenever we're dividing exponents, the law here says when dividing exponents with the same base, what we have to do is subtract the exponents, all right? So whenever we were multiplying with the same base, we had to add, but this time we're going to be subtracting, all right? So let's go ahead. So we have x as our base here and x as a base here, which means we're going to keep the same base, which is x. The next portion is we have the exponent of 6 and the exponent of 2. So since we're going to subtract, that's 6 minus 2. And that leaves us with an answer of x to the power of 4. Now, our next example, we're dividing. We have 4 and we have 24. So 4 is in our numerator, 24 is in our denominator. Neither one of these has an exponent, but we do have here an exponent of 10 with our base of x and an exponent of 8 with our base of x here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these two, although they're not separated, but since this is 4 times x to the 10th power, I can just bring that coefficient out. And I have 4 divided by 24. All right. And then I also have x to the 10th, or to the power of 10, and that is divided by x to the power of 8. Okay, so all I did was separate the two. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify. So I have 4 divided by 24, or 4 over 24. Now, I can find their common denominator, or excuse me, their common factor. And here I know that 4 can be divided both into 4 and into 24. So with that, 4 divided by 4 is 1 in our numerator, and 24 divided by 4 is 6 in our denominator. So I have 1 6. In this portion here, we have x to the 10th divided by x to the 8th power. Now, going back to our laws of dividing exponents, when dividing exponents with the same base, we subtract the exponents. So we're going to keep the same base of x, and I'm going to put it in my numerator. And then we have 10 minus 8 which gives us 2. So our final answer, if we were to write it, we don't necessarily need to write that coefficient of 1 because anything times 1 is itself. So that's going to give us x to the power of 2 divided by 6 or over 6. And so there you have it. We have just had the laws of exponents by dividing as well as multiplying exponents. Please make sure that you subscribe to the page below and stay tuned to our lesson 2 on laws of exponents. Thank you.